Alright. Hey, all, test. Okay, looks good. Looks like we're live. I'm sending out announcements and we'll be underway. Okay. Um. Alright. We are fourth seed against Wizogman, somebody Korea, and Teahiz. I don't recognize most of these players that much, but played a lot. 327, I do kind of recognize that name. 277, 143, not very good, and played a lot, also not very good. So, we have a finishing up a game. You'll be around soon. Confidant is tricky. Confidant is very tricky. Yep, for sure. Okay. We have a house artist with a master builder is pretty strong. Clay hut builder house artist is kind of nice. Collier clay hut builder house artist all kind of works. Tree farm joiner looks nice. There's also a brewery pod and a bookshelf and a writing desk and a bread paddle. So there's a lot of like Ock kind of support here. And then there's also a brewery pod. None of these cards. Oh, and there's clay deposit with Collier. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. A lot to consider here, actually. And I don't leave myself a lot of time to consider. Just taking Tree Farm Joiner and Bookshelf is like surprisingly viable. House Artist is awkward with Brewery Pod because you don't really want to be taking Fishing or Reed Bag all that much. So it could just be House Artist Bookshelf. Brewery Pod is so strong though, but Bookshelf can also be very strong. If I take House Artist, I could possibly Master Build or Clay Hut Builder or Collier or Tree Farm Joiner on the wheel though. Or even Food Distributor, and I just assume the other Ox are reasonable to play. I mean, that's always dangerous, but... Didn't the stats yesterday back up House Artist being good? Yeah, House Artist is surprisingly good. That's why, like, I probably should take it here. You know, the stats are due. Like, look, House Artist has reason to be pretty good. Getting a one read discount is pretty good, and being able to build somewhere else is pretty good. The main question is what to take with it. I'm not like House Artist like there's some kind of cool combos already going on with some of these cards and some of the options, but I probably just do this. Getting the writing desk back would be sick. I don't expect that to happen, but oh, would that be sick. Tasting also goes with the Ox. The Patron definitely goes with the Ox nonsense with Bookshelf, but Wood Carrier's got to be the play. Wood Carrier is super strong. That's just a ton of wood. As much as I'd love Patron to add on to this, you got to take Wood Carrier here. I think Wood Carrier is very good. Hard Porcelain is kind of nice, knowing there's a Clay Hut Builder in the draft. That should add extra clay to the game. Beer Tap, obviously... Wait, no, Beer Tap's the garbage one. There's always too many beer cards, and I'm always like, ooh, is this one? Nope, this one's not. This one's the one that you don't have to worry about. I mean, a wood to 2 food is fine, but Overhaul is not as exciting here due to Wood Carrier. I want cards that go in front of me. I've always claimed that I'm okay with Agrarian Fences and that I rarely actually use it, but it is a free card, which is nice with Wood Carrier, but I might take Hard Porcelain. This is a very early Hard Porcelain, which makes it a bit speculative, but if we can get that Clay Hut Builder back or anything, that'd be cool. There's a lot of baking and grain to food conversions in this draft, also. I wouldn't mind German Heathkeeper, maybe not even Merchant on the wheel, actually, with Wood Carrier. I do want very playable Ox with Bookshelf. I would like stuff that it's worth playing. So that could be a little tricky here. We'll find out. Things are looking okay thus far. It's a little weird. We're also 4th seat, which makes the Bookshelf a little bit worse, actually. Now that I think about it, just because we might not be getting Ox early. We're also playing weak opponents, which tend to mean they're going to over-Ock early. But Bookshelf could be playable even in the mid-game. So even if we don't get early Ox, we just need one early Ock play, which is House Artist. You love Bookshelf, but they hate that it's a 3-hawk miner? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It has some issues, but... okay, here... There is a Forest Owner opportunity in this game. I might not hate that it's a Forest Owner game, although I have Wood Carrier. I don't really want there to be a Forest Owner, but if somebody else plays it, so be it. Confidant can be very good, and I like it a good amount here. I'm also secretly, well, not so secretly, I'm a big Patch Caretaker fan. I don't know that this is a Patch Caretaker game, though. Especially, yeah, it could be. I like Patch Caretaker quite a bit, but it's probably not the pick. Oh, and there's Small Basket. I'm probably just taking Small Basket here. With House Artist, it's less painful to leave Reed behind. Also, Turnip Farmer is another way to get... Well, the Turnip Farmer is a bad way. Okay, we take Confidant and Small Basket, I think, is the play. Greeting Plan doesn't seem very good here. I haven't seen any Plow Help yet. I don't want passing miners due to Wood Carrier. Confidant looks solid. I have some Ox to play in the late game, which seems solid with the Bookshelf. Having anything to play kind of in the middle rounds is very nice with Bookshelf. With House Artist, I want to build some rooms. With Wood Carrier, I want to be playing miners. So my instincts are that I want to push for 4 family members and then try to catch up on farming late, but we'll see. Okay. There's some options here now. Baseboards is very strong. This is a lot of extra wood. This is probably worth taking, even though I have Wood Carrier. Field Caretaker is a pretty strong card. Just turning some clay in for grain. We don't have any grain yet. We don't really have field help, and I have extra sowing help, so that's very nice. Resource Recycler, kind of cute. I don't really care for Rustic without any clear indication of building clay rooms. Throwing Axe also looks pretty good here. Just as some food help, and it's a card that sits in front of us. This one's kind of tricky because Baseboards is very powerful. So I don't love that I'm passing it just to take something that helps make the Wood Carrier a little bit better, but honestly, this Throwing Axe is pretty good. And I already have wood help, so I don't need the baseboards as much. I need food help. It's not great, but I like the Field Caretaker quite a bit. Throwing Axe could be nice with Confidant timing. Potentially, also, yeah. We have a lot of Ox that are very playable in the mid-game, which is very nice with the Bookshelf. Alright, so a lot of the cards I wanted to come back didn't, except the Writing Desk, so amazing. Absolutely ludicrous. Writing Desk coming back we're super rewarded for keeping the Bookshelf. This is dumb. The Ox largely went the way I was hoping to get some back, though. The Clay Hut Builder's gone. I don't know that this is Master Builder anymore, because I don't actually know that I'm building that many rooms, necessarily. I don't have that much resource injection, just the Wood Carrier, which the Wood Carrier is very powerful. But I'm not sure this is Master Builder. It might just be Food Distributor. Food Distributor just gives me a grain and some food, which, like, again, it's a very playable thing off the Writing Desk Bookshelf that does something. And at this point, if my Ox do anything, this Writing Desk Bookshelf is just incredibly powerful. Market Crier Greengrocer Turnip combo? Yeah, that is a pick, but no, we're pretty well set on crops now. Between Field Caretaker, Food Distributor, and Small Basket, our crops are not bad. Our plows are bad, but... Hey, Civ, welcome. Well done on the alliteration. Alright, we get Merchant back. We get an Oven Firing Boy that I don't think I want, and we get Small Trader that I don't think I want. But I actually kind of like this Merchant. Being able to play multiple cards fast looks pretty solid. I also kind of like this Fire Protection Pod, because I still think I want to build clay rooms with House Artist rather than wood rooms. Although building clay rooms is a little sad with hard porcelain. But I kind of actually like the Merchant. I don't think this is an Oven Firing Boy game, and I really don't think it's a Small Trader game, so it may as well be a Merchant game. I don't see Claw Knife doing much here, because the one pasture thing's really a downside. I like Overhaul still. Especially with Confidant, I probably like Overhaul, don't I? The only thing that I still don't like about Overhaul is, again, I have a wood carrier, so I like cards that sit in front of me, which is where like the fire protection pod's kind of tempted. Fire protection pod's also very playable, and I do want to renovate at some point. I'll take a fire protection pod. You'll get to see a normal way. I mean, hopefully. Confidant is funky. Confidant's like reasonably powerful sometimes, and then some games it's just kind of not that important. But what am I doing? Please tell me what I should be doing. Should I be taking Overhaul? There are like 2 or 3 absurd combos with it. Oh, you're referring to what Gonzo is doing. Yeah, I see. I think I take these cards. And I get a Groom back that I don't want. I guess I'm taking a Chop House, because it has a point on it. But I don't plan to ever use Chop House. I guess I have enough Reed that I could take Basket and not really use it, but just play it for wood carrier purposes, turning a Reed into a wood. That sounds pretty dumb. I'll take a Chop House and probably not use it. Somebody had Hedgekeeper, Stablehead, Confidant, one of yours. Ooh, yeah, see, that seems real nice. Do we ever go fast Reno just for the Groom value, or do I want to actually play Small Animal Breeder, even though I hate Small Animal Breeder? I kind of hate Small Animal Breeder, and yet, is this actually a game I run Small Animal Breeder stuff in? Because I have very few other early Ox worth playing. Ugh. Ugh, maybe it is. Sure. Sure. I don't love how our Ox have wound up. I'm sad that I didn't get better resource injection. I really wanted that Clay Hut builder on the wheel. But, hey, whatever. RSF gets taken, that's fine. If I'm forced to Ock, I'm actually going to play Small Animal Breeder and just Day Labor in round 1. Ugh. Ugh. 2 food for 1 wood is a good deal with the writing desk. You saw a Swing Plow Steam Plow combo today? Small Animal Breeder is like a top 5 awkward card for you to use, as it should be. As it should be. The Patron is getting played by somebody else, that's fine. Patron's solid. Ooh, that does sound fun, Civ. So we're not going to get Ock, we're just going to get Wood. Certainly I'm not sad about just getting Wood. Ooh, Cultivator, that's a good card. So somebody's probably plowing in front of us, which is meh. Do I ever start player here? What would I start player with? I guess I could start player Fire Protection Pond. With Wood Carrier, start player is not as bad. Consider it. Then there's this generic, I have decently good food and get to do 2 to 3, but that's the boring way I plan to use Confidant this game. I plan to be a boring Confidant, but there's nothing wrong with using Confidant though, just to buy a couple sow actions and a couple fence actions. That's fine. Teal's gonna start, so we're not starting. So I'm gonna Day Labor or Plow. I don't intend to take 2 Clay. Clay Deposit's getting played, which I suspect means that's who took the Collier. So Clay is gonna be annoyingly contested this game, actually. Clay is gonna be very annoyingly contested, actually, I think, between the Clay Deposit and the Collier. Although there's a Clay Hut builder too. I don't know. I have no idea how useful this hard porcelain is or won't be, but I think I'm just gonna Day Laborer because I just really need none of these other actions. I guess Single Read's okay with House Artist, but like whatever. We'll just Day Labor, accept a minor 4-seat tax, and hope it's all good from here. You don't need crazy combos. I agree. Confidant is just solid on its own, and then it's sweet when you actually hit the combo pieces. I am gonna Ox Small Animal Breeder. I like 4 Clay actually a lot. Do I like 4 Clay a lot? I don't like 4 Clay that much. I I'm not sure if I even really need a Hearth this game or what I'm gonna do, but I'm assuming Kalia comes down right now. You just wish you had more wood when you elected to play it. Yeah. Ooh, Young Farmer's coming down. Okay, well, Young Farmer's also very strong, but the clay deposit's interesting. I kind of do like playing small animal breeder here, but I don't get to, so I guess I'm just taking RSF. Watching weak players play a bunch of mediocre Ox is pretty expected, so we'll just take good actions off the board. Small Animal Breeder is no longer really part of the plan. I need to get House Artist played so I can actually build a room. But next round, I should get 2 wood here, so then next round try to play House Artist and then 3 Food Traveling players and just build a room is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. If I get offered 2 read here, do I even take it? I don't even know. Clay deposit is already going to work. It's fine. They are just going to plow, so I am just offered 2 read, huh? Kind of feels like I'm supposed to just take 2 read, even though I don't really want it. Do I want to try to fight for a BMW? Or a double build? I don't know. Awkward. I don't really want Wysogman to get an easy 2 read, but like I'm not going to read block them forever. And yet this is still just 2 read, like, ugh, I don't know. It's hard for me to not just take the best action on the board at the moment and assume it works out somehow. Freeok House Steward or House Artist is solid. Just getting 3 wood here is pretty solid. So either Ox Space, 3 wood, those are the stuff I want, but... Hello, Lumen. Welcome. I got the twins. Is that Field Caretaker and Confidant? Or is that House Artist Merchant? I don't know which the twins are. Or are we talking about Writing Desk Bookshelf? I don't know. Also, oh my god, this round is opening Plow and Grain. We are playing with some weak opponents, everybody. When's the last time you've been in a game where it opens Plow and Grain? I mean, Young Farmer wants the plow, the Greengrocer wants to sow their crops, but... Yikes. I guess I want to take Freeok. I still want to play House Artist, even though somebody's probably going to take Traveling before I get to use House Artist, because I'm a silly, silly man. Or do I just play Small Animal Breeder and ignore House Artist? Nah, we'll play House Artist, and if it goes bad, it goes bad. We're going to try to high roll for food next round, though. My Sogman just gets the Reedstone food they want. That was pretty expected. Young Farmer's going to build a fireplace and get their grain on the ground. That all makes sense. They have no room parts, but me, I'm being a silly man. Yes. That is what I'm... I mean, I shouldn't have taken 2 read last round, to be honest. I should have just taken my wood last round. Also me small. Yeah. Well, really, again, what it comes down to is I unexpectedly got offered 2 read last round, and I should have just taken 2 wood. And then we would have been fine to just play House Artist and use House Artist this round and have everything be fine. Where's the brewery pod at? That's an excellent question. I assume Red has it. I assume Red must have it, and they're just not worried about Aki, and they're worried about just taking room parts because everybody else is doing dumb things. Which, hey, kudos for them. That's the right play. When everybody else is doing crazy things, just take good shit. Twins are the confidant caretaker. They're twins, and you can't be convinced of any other reality. Okay. I kind of thought that's what you were meaning, but it was hard for me to be totally sure. But I'm willing to believe in your reality. Purple travels, which is not like that unexpected, but it's annoying. But hey, maybe we get to take 4 wood and just double build next round. Hell if I know. Why'd they take 3? I guess they needed food. Did they need 3 food over other stuff? Whatever. You certainly can't unsee it now. Good, well done. Looming in the mines. What other stuff are they supposed to take? Wood? I mean, yeah, you would think green. Your question, yeah. Anyhow, yes. The idea was purple, might actually take wood, or anything useful. Also, red starting here is a little interesting when there's still 3 wood on the board. What are you starting for, bro? Taking wood? I know. Why would you take wood? Why would you do it? They're gonna SP into build, even though I have a house artist. Okay, sure, that's a choice. We're playing with a lot of dubious opponents, everybody. I would really like 4 wood here and just let me double build. They're taking start so they can block me. Exactly. I can't build now. Plow 15, fence 15. That's efficiency. Dr. Bois, you're onto it. You're right. Why would you take wood when you could just take plows? I mean, they're clearly going to sow their crops this round. But yeah, nobody's taking, this game's going to be pretty dumb in peers, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to keep doing reasonable enough things and see where it gets us. Education bonus. Okay, I mean, ed bonus with patron is cute, but you have no food. You have no food. You get a young farmer grain. What are you doing? Whatever. We get 4 wood. Congrats us. Purple takes the reed that they should have taken in round 2, but, it was whatever. Whatever. Am I going to be able to SP for 6 wood? Do I just SP to 6 wood and build 3 rooms? Seriously, everybody. SP, 6 wood, build 3 rooms. Tell me why not. Tell me why I shouldn't do this. How did I get matched up with the Agricola app AI? I don't know, Lumen. Also, the reason I shouldn't start player here... Wow, the Clay Hunt... Okay, so we're gonna... Or that's a Clay Deliveryman. That's not the Clay Hunt builder. Okay, this game has a lot of clay. That's also exciting. All they do is ignore wood. Yeah, the Agricola app AI does indeed just ignore wood. I'm gonna get 4 wood here, right? Purple's definitely sowing, right? Yeah. I guess I take 4 wood and I leave Wysogman 6 wood? Or do I just double build and force Wysogman to... I don't know, team. I mean, I gotta just take 4 wood. I get another food next round. And then I might even get to take a big clay action next round. I would like a big clay action next round. Whatever. Let's just take big piles as long as there's big piles. Let's not get fancy. I don't need growth. Yeah, gotta be 4 wood. I don't need growth. Just give me resources. Red gets 5 or 6 out of the way. Saving the SP seems better. It is. It's for sure correct not to SP there, given that I got 4 wood. I thought teal was going to take 4 wood, to be clear. When I was talking about starting for 6, I assumed 4 wood was getting taken by teal. I didn't realize teal was going to do further nonsense. I'm sorry that I can't accurately predict them. 4 wood is the best growth action because it just means none of them can build. Yes, I agree. Making sure none of them can build is good. You get to play a 7-point game catcher in round 14. Constable, nice. Ooh, growth does flip. Well, that's very good news for us. Growth flipping here is beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful for red, too. Red's in a dumb good position, but I get to grow in round 6, and maybe I grow in round 7 at this point. Who the hell knows? These players don't have room parts, so... I will take 5 clay and then house artist rooms here. Is the game plan. Purple's probably going to plow and at least have room parts, but whatever, they're too slow. Oh, purple is taking the clay. Well, that's a bummer. Do I take 2 wood here and just triple build? I think I should just take 2 wood here and triple build. Missing out on all the clay is a little bit of a bummer here, but whatever. I think I just go 2 wood triple build, because, like, yeah. I don't totally know what miners I'm growing with, but that's a later us problem. Yeah, that's a later us problem. I'm just going to triple build, because it's early growth, and I can. You stepped away for a few, and we have 14 wood, 1 incarnation. Our opponents hate wood. I want ox for my miners, but you also don't have ox to reasonably play. Correct. Welcome to how our draft broke. But yeah, I agree. I need to like start playing cards so I can play more cards, but yeah, it's a little rough at the moment, but yeah. Anyhow, Schmog, our opponents hate wood besides red, but we're at least getting to build 1,000,000 rooms. Teal and purple seem to have taken literally 0 wood combined. Yeah, that's actually accurate. That's really what's happened here. That's exactly what's happened. You don't know how I took merchant and small animal person? Because the packs were getting bad, and I wanted anything that was moderately playable. Which, like, I actually think small animal breeder was playable early this game, and then, we just never actually got an opportunity to do so. You think small trader over merchant was reasonable? Yeah, it turns out it definitely would have been. But I thought our food was going to be okay, and then, I didn't actually get that much food from House Artist. I've I should have known weak opponents are going to take dumb bottom feeding actions. They both took 3 food, right? Yeah, they both took 3 food or 4 food. I don't know, whatever. It's fine. It's going to be okay. It's not ideal. Red's going to take 2 read here, which is also not ideal. But yeah, Wysogman's going to get the next build action, and Wysogman might get the growth in 7 if these guys don't start player. Hopefully one of these players start players for me. Or I can start player, right? I could start player to guarantee grow. The problem is I just don't have miners that are worth playing. Ugh. Over and under total fences for teal and purple combined 11. They'll eventually take wood. I've got to assume that they eventually understand to take wood. This is not on Reno? What? How are you not Reno? What are you doing? You're just taking a clay oven. Okay, I mean, you want the clay oven, I'll grant. But, wowzers. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. So the good news, team, is we're growing a lot. The bad news is I don't actually have miners I can play. Unless I Ock here. If I Ock here, I can play Small Basket and I can play Writing Desk, but Ocking here is also kind of a mess, because what the hell am I Ocking? I'm Ocking a small animal breeder that does nothing? I really should just be starting to lock up growth twice, because red is gonna build. I really should just be starting, and then grow. The problem is I'm just not playing cards if I do that, but I'm getting 1,000,000 actions? Ugh, this is a bit unfortunate. Also, like, my food is a problem if I do that. Okay, yeah, we have some issues. How good is the food distributor going to be this round? Assuming teal renovates, this food distributor looks solid here, actually. It's going to be like 2 or 3 food, which helps me, and it unlocks my ability to play some of my cards. I might get jumped for growth if I do this, though, which just seems a little silly. But if I'm able to play miners while growing, I really am still buying actions that matter here. Assuming teal does anything as a choice. I agree. Assuming teal renovates is incredibly, like... Also, one of these 2 players should be taking the sheep, right? Hello, yeah, I don't know. Even 2 food distributor might be okay here, though. I just need to start playing these cards so I can get towards anything. Screw it. Let's just start playing cards. This could be wrong. This could be very bad. Even 2 food? I said it. I did say it. I did say it. It's true. Letting Wysogman jump us here is, yeah, not great. Hopefully purple does some stupid start player for us, but I guess we'll survive regardless. Yeah, letting my Sogman grow super fast could kill us. You don't think you'd have triple built in round 5? Interesting. What would you have done? You would have just set up cards because you could foresee that I couldn't play miners. Instead of taking 2 wood, I just play an Ock there, and then I take 2 food and build 2 rooms. Maybe that's what I should have done, actually, because then I should have been able to see that I could SP here if I just played an Ock. Not sure what the alternative. I think the alternative is play an Ock in round 5, then take 2 food, and then you should have been. And then I should have been able to foresee that in round 6 I wanted to go SP grow. Yeah, that actually might have been the case. That might have been the answer, but oh well. Oh well. I'm still getting grow without starting. Teal does not renovate. They do plow, so yeah, I mean, predictions and all that. Lumen's correct. Please SP for us, or take the sheep. That's very reasonable. Fine. Okay. Well, congrats, Red. Teal plows, of course. Yeah, it's fine. I don't lose too much with an extra build action. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have lost too much with an extra build action. And now I'm just a little sad, but oh well. Oh well. I did a thing. It turned out to be a bit wrong. We'll keep chugging along. Our food is going to be an issue for a little bit here. That's the downside. Purple also can build a room, so I guess I have to start player, which is annoying. Yeah, I did this to myself. Red's in such a dumb good spot. Just getting to build and grow. This was where 4th seat is just sad. In these early growth games, Red just had slight advantages early game. And then also their start players have just survived. Purple doesn't want to start. Whatever. These these arena games are just dumb. That's what it is. These arena games are just dumb when you're playing with so many dumb. Wow, they have a first pick tiller too. Damn. Okay. Well, also I guess Red has feeding issues. Red's gonna try to grow and then feed. Okay, actually, wait a sec. There's some issues for Red unless they have a food miner here, which I guess they could have a food miner here. They have no miner here. Okay, how is Red feeding if I take 3 food? If I take 3 food, what incarnation is Red doing? Gonna take 2 food and day labor and beg 1? I'm pretty willing to let this happen. I'm also willing to let Purple SP to jump me. I really don't care. As much as I care about slowing Red down. I'm willing to slow Red down here quite a bit. And if Purple SPs, I'm probably getting 6 wood for my effort. Because then Purple will grow and I get 6 wood. Yeah, I'm willing to do this. Alright, Red day labors. Okay, that was expected. But now what? What happens if I just take 2 food on them? Red says, yeah, deserved that. Okay, apparently I did force them to take a beggar, so mission achieved. Can I force them to take another beggar? Red saying the whole game confused me so far. I think that's very reasonable. This game is incredibly confusing because we have opponents that are doing God knows what. I'm pretty sure I'm taking 2 food traveling here. You're on a winning streak, Gonzo! That's awesome. Congrats, buddy. That's so cool. Okay, red paddle's very good for teal. Teal has set up some really good stuff. It's just they're stupidly slow. Joinery just got blocked too? Yeah, correct. I'm pretty sure taking 2 food causes red to take a grain. 31 elo? Nice. Very congrats. I'm getting 6 wood here. Like, I'm just going to bully this table into winning. This is rare, but I'm going to just take 2 food here because it forces red to take 2 beggars, I think. And then I think red's basically forced to take grain seeds. I will take 5 clay with my second action. I will open next round with 6 wood. And I will just get growth in round 9 because nobody's going to have room parts. I mean, I guess teal maybe will finally have room parts and build a room in round 8. But even then, it's turn order. I should be okay. I think I'm just getting growth in round 9 without having to fight for it. And I think I can just force things. You agree this is effectively 1v1? Yeah, I think so. I think I could just be obnoxious here and force them into beggars. Okay, they're going to take RSF instead of grain seeds. Duh, duh, duh. But yes, okay, I'm forcing them into 2 beggars. That's a win. I'm getting 6 wood. I'm getting 5 clay. This is fine. This is all fine. Wow, it's been a while since I could do tactical nonsense like this, but if the table's going to act like this, it's fine. We slow red down by forcing them to take beggars. They got double growth, but it cost them 2 beggars, and that's pretty valuable. They still have a very dumb good game. Like, we can't actually knock red out here, because red does have a tiller and 4 actions already, and can build the well. So that's all very, very good. But I am getting 6 wood. My food's okay-ish now because I took shitty bottom feeding actions, but those shitty bottom feeding actions came with -6 points for my opponent. So, like, when I get to take bad food actions to help me out that come with -6 points to my biggest competitor, like, we're at least closer to arguing that we're feeding. I can also start playing throwing axe, so that's actually very useful. Yeah, I can play throwing axe. We can play the bookshelf, or not the bookshelf, but the writing desk, then the bookshelf. We're getting there. We're getting there. You don't see this sort of thing at 4-player tables usually, since hitting 1 person normally kills yourself, so this is fun. Yeah. Yeah. You don't think Wysogman is the sort to quit, but I may be playing with fire? Yeah, no, that's fair, Gonzo. I was playing a little with fire. You're not wrong. But also, like, they did this to themselves. Like, look, if this is what you're going to force me to do... Wow, okay, Teal, it does keep the clay hut builder, but yeah, they're going down crazy road. Good luck, Teal. You can finally renovate, and... yeah, good luck. Okay, yeah, so we're just getting grow in round 9. That's beautiful. I'm getting 4 wood back. Okay, sure. They can give me all the wood in the game. That's fine. I'll build a joinery? Sure. The road to low rep is people who did this themselves. The wood actions you can't. Actually, purple takes a wood action. Wow, they figured it out. They figured it out, but I agree, Lumen. Watching this game is rough. It's rough. Okay. Is it time for us to start plowing? Is it time for us to take RSF so I can just build a joinery because joinery is food? Is it time to build a 5 clay hearth and just take some animals? Actually, I do kind of like just 5 clay hearth. Yeah, this hard porcelain's not going to do much, but 5 clay hearth does a surprising amount to keep us rolling. There's about to be big animal stacks. I need food. Yeah, let's just hearth it. When in doubt, hearth. Goes a long way. Red has 1,000,000 actions. Last action for 5 clay hearth 2, probably. I don't know what you mean for that. Oh, you mean it was the last action for it, because Teal probably was about to reno hearth, because what else are they renovating to? Duh, okay. I blocked red again? I mean, if red... oh yeah, red probably did want to build a well or something, or a BMW. Okay, well, this is great. You think he wanted to go 3 clay fireplace? Ah, and I'm forcing him away from... oh, you're right, actually. I'm forcing Wysogman into some really bad feeding actions also. Well, fantastic. I mean, I'm taking some shitty feeding actions myself still here, let's be real. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You thought I were forcing only 2 beggars. Yeah. I mean, I have to assume... wow, Forest Owner's getting played. Okay, there's so much wood in the game. We're building a joinery. I mean, assuming red doesn't beat us to it, we're building a joinery. Double grow was so aspirational for them with no food. Yeah, they were... they got greedy. Wait, okay, they do have the brewery pod, though. Okay, there we go. Ruining your over-under on fences? Yeah. You didn't know there was a Forest Owner in the game. You didn't know there was a brewery pod in the game either, probably. Wysogman is going to feed. They're going to feed off Stone Oven. I'm not going to block them on Stone Oven. Is Teal even going to build this round, or am I getting to grow in round 9 and 10? I might be growing in round 9 and 10. Oh, wow, Wysogman's taking the... well, they'll read, yeah, duh, because... okay, brewery pond. They're going to try to reno BMW, Stone Oven, who knows? They got a lot to do. You don't know there's a Forest Owner in any of your games, even when it's been played by your opponent? Yeah. These players would have to actually click Forest Owner, though. Yeah, it makes growing this aggressively super good. It makes the joinery really good. Um, I think my round is possibly 3 stone joinery grow. Is my round 3 stone joinery grow? It might be. We'll see. Well, I'm not going to get joinery, right? Because red's going to... I don't know. You've tried to 10 players into 4 stone and it never works. I don't know what to do here, to be honest. The board's rich. Honestly, 2 pigs is very good for me, too, because I'm trying to grow aggressively. The 2 pigs is good. RSF is getting taken by teal, so it's possible I'm supposed to start players so I can grow. You'll think you get the joinery, you just don't think I get it this round. Yeah, I think so. There's a lot to be taken. 4 wood is no longer as premium. I mean, good for them finally taking it, but I'm taking 3 stone. This is joinery, this is well, this is Reno, who knows? 3 stone's gotta be good. Red is gonna block whatever I wanted. BMW. Okay, BMW for them's interesting because that doesn't really feed them. Are they gonna Reno stone oven? They can't unless they get 4 clay. Yeah, I don't think BMW was right. How are they feeding? They're gonna day laborer? Like literally, how are they feeding? What? How is BMW feeding them? What am I missing? They literally can't feed, right? Oh, they can fish a day labor and eat raw grain. Not day laboring last round is weird. Yeah, they're doing some stuff. Am I supposed to start player to grow, by the way? Red is going to get to grow otherwise. What would I SP with? I would play throwing axe and writing desk and grow nothing. That seems unexciting. They're going to just do that? Yeah, I guess they're just going to do that. I think I'm not supposed to start player here. I'm going to eventually get these grow actions without having to start for them. The board is still very good here. Like, maybe purple SPs for me, but like, this is 6 food that I need. If you had to guess, Red will finish a distant second, but the whole table seems screwed. I think the table is screwed. I agree. I think I'm winning this game pretty easily, but I can't get too cocky. I am going last here, which is annoying. But I just have so much here. It's gonna be fine, right? I have a writing desk. I'll get a bookshelf out. I have so many cards to play. I'm gonna spam SP eventually. I mean, I really should just be getting more actions, I guess. Wow, yeah, red really is just gonna eat raw grain in order to get through this harvest. I mean, that's an option, but they're taking some crummy actions still. Wow, purple, why don't you SP for 6 wood, buddy? But kudos on taking all the wood finally. I'll give them credit. They finally understand wood is good. I probably grow an 11 without starting. I agree. That's what I'm anticipating. I assume I just get to grow an 11 without starting. So I could have started to get 1 more action, but it would have cost me not getting 2 pigs, which seems wild here, given my food situation. So do I really care about messing with teal? I don't, correct. Teal's surrounding B1 for their eventual pasture in there. Yeah. No, I agree. This is fine. This is fine. Our position's quite good. We have a lot of food actually now. We got the throwing axe down. I still have a wood carrier, which is dumb. I still have a confidant, a field caretaker. My ox are actually kind of shit. So even though I have writing desk bookshelf, the ox are bad, but I'm already in a winning position and I haven't even played cards. I think that's probably accurate. The fact there's a forest owner in the game just really changes stuff, so who cares their points in food? Yeah, I mean, taking strong food actions is important. Red had to take some really shitty food actions that last stage. I mean, Red's in a fine enough position here, but the clay pile going is a bummer. The clay still looks annoying in this game, and my Reno tempo is rough now. I did kind of want the clay, but I also like plows here a lot. I don't mind ocking, I don't mind starting, I don't mind 3 wood. The cows flipping means the food situation in the game, my hearth is fine. Wow, the plow does get taken. Kudos for purple for taking all the stuff that matters. Thanks, Gonzo. I think I'm supposed to take 3 wood, right? I have a throwing axe. This is 3 wood, 2 food. Like, 3 wood, 2 food, still a pretty good action, and there's not much else. Oh, except there's a well to build. There is a well to build, although nobody else can build it. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. I'll build a well here. That seems good. Yeah, you take RSF. That's fine. You can run to a stone oven. I don't care. I'm gonna go build a well. You're okay with people being wrong? Yeah, that's fair. I am a little worried about missing joinery this way, but throwing axe isn't the build stable thing. Oh god, no. No, that's Carpenter's axe. Carpenter's axe is a card I don't care much for. It's fine. Throwing axe is a card that says every time you use wood space, while there's at least pigs on the pig space, you get 2 food. This is a lot of food. This is food. Food. I like food. Purple's fencing, which again, kudos to purple. Fencing is the right move here. This is a great round to fencing. There's tons of animals. Purple's at least doing things. Teal also, has points. But I'm assuming we're going to be fine. The well here is big. The joinery would be big too, but... You're in shambles? Yeah, not fencing 13's confusing though. But, whatever. We're going to get so much wood from wood carrier. I really want a joinery. You were wondering how stables equals food in the calculus, but obviously you're a bit dumb. No, you're fine. Probably saving wood for miner. I assume they are. Oh, is this joinery instead of stone oven? Oh, no, it's stone oven with only 1 grain. Oh, no, my songman, no. No. Don't do this. No. Take fishing one more time. Don't. No, my songman, no. Not like this. Plow equals wood for them? Yeah. Yeah, my plows are going to be bad, although how bad are they going to be when there's a tiller and the opponents in front of me are mostly done plowing? I don't know. I could also start player. I should probably start player here, huh? Probably should start player. It's about time. I should play another Ock. Hey, is this merchant actually good? This merchant's actually good. I need to catch up on things to play. Perfect. Let's catch up on some cards. Let's catch up on some cards. Is this a good Confidant round? Oh, interesting. Actually, I should have Confidanted Civ, you're right. I should have Confidanted and SP'd into defenses. Ooh, SP'd into the cows. Yeah, no, I was too fast. Good call. I should have thought harder. This is what you get for playing too recklessly. I definitely should have done that. This was a very good Confidant round. Okay, that's actually embarrassing. Yeah, I should not have done that. Ooh, yeah, that's sad. Yeah. I should not have played that merchant. That was really dumb. This is the exact situation for merchant. Yeah, except it still turns out it wasn't. It still turns out it wasn't. I definitely should have played Confidant into SP and then take the 2 cows and actually had breeding animals going. That would have been much better. That would have been much better. Well, that's sad. Okay, well, I did that to myself. So be it. I take 4 wood. I take... What am I taking? This is awkward. I'm definitely growing. I don't really need 4 wood because of wood carrier. I do kind of need the food. I'm probably supposed to take the cows off the board. I mean, this is 8 food. I'm supposed to take the cows, surely. Oh, that was bad though. That was bad. That was I'm mad at myself, but whatever. I'm playing sloppy. I shouldn't be, but I did. So whatever. But that was dumb. That was dumb. Dumb. If plow comes back, I probably need to plow. Yeah, I probably need to plow. Teal's gonna Ock. Okay, that's fine. Teal has resource recycler. Okay, that's actually kind of good, but... Yeah, I really need to get a plow in. I gotta actually get this whole farming thing going. Purple should take the pigs. Yeah, they do. Okay, yep. I definitely am just gonna plow then. Let's get a field in. I eventually need some clay actions to renovate, and I'm probably not getting 5 clay, so I need to be on the watch out for that. I do want to grow this round. I'm probably going to play the fire protection pond just because it turns into a wood and I have enough food that I think I can afford it. And then I guess I'm playing chop house because it's a point and I'm going to get wood back anyhow. That means we're delaying the joinery, which is a little dubious. Because red can also realistically joinery pretty contentedly. Although the joinery is blocked by teal, so that's convenient. Teal's gonna pottery. Oh, nope. Nope, nope. They decided against it. Although they have young farmer. Yeah, teal should just pottery here with young farmer, right? That seems really good. They decide to take wood. Teal does need to take wood, so it's about time. It's fine. Start player from purple, finally. We approve. Like that a lot. Strawberry patch. Ooh, that's a good strawberry patch. Okay. Alright, what am I up to then? I take RSF for eventual Reno plus some pressure on the joinery. And then I grow and these ox are coming late? I don't know. Oh, also I really want clay for field caretaker. I'd like to spend 1 clay on field caretaker. 3 food strawberry? Yeah, that's cool. It is always fun when you actually get the food off strawberry patch. I guess I'm taking RSF. Am I taking 3 clay otherwise? Hoping to get 4 clay next round? Gosh, actually that might be the play. It might be right for me to take 3 clay and hope to get 4 clay. Ew, that's kind of gross, and yet I don't know that I get to Reno otherwise. Reno gets really tight if I don't do that. Also, 3 clay does let me hard porcelain, because I'd have 1 clay for hard porcelain, and I'd have another clay for field caretaker, and I'd have the other 5 clay for Reno. Yeah, 3 clay, 4 clay is really good, actually. Yeah, I don't love that, but the clay is tight. Clay is tight. I think this is joinery. Oh, it's pottery. Okay. Well, that's encouraging. You don't see any bigger stacks. I agree, Ba. I think I have to go 3 clay, 4 clay here to get the Reno in, and I think I need the Reno in. Because I've really decided to put off fencing for a bit too long. So I'm not going to get great animals. So I think this is correct, but it feels gross. Because it is gross, just to be clear. Just to be clear, it is gross. But alright, hard porcelain, I'm actually playing you. Chop house, I don't know that I'm playing you. But fire protection pod, I'm playing you because wood carrier is still going to be 8 wood action. That seems good. 8 wood action does seem pretty good, though. Sirens may or may not be sounded on the street by your place. Yeah. See, I'm first actioning 4 clay this round, and then I'm going to try to RSF and Reno joinery. The plow pressure is, it exists, but I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, how worried do we need to be about this game at this point? I have 10 points, okay food, a lot of cards played, I have 15 actions left. I have a big Reno and fence action coming someday. I have a giant wood carrier action. This forest owner I don't think's actually been used, by the way. I'm not sure anybody's actually touched that thing. But 17 actions with Confidant, that's a good point. That is a good point. Confidant is going to buy me a fence action and a sow action, so that's good. Owner did get used last round? Okay. Given that there are so many family members, this game's flying. This game is flying, I agree. Kudos to my opponents, they're playing very fast. I'm sure I'm the longest thinker by far here. These guys are playing quickly, and that is always appreciated. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Does growth flip? It does. Kudos. Well done, purple. There's 4 wood on the board, and yeah, I actually want 4 clay. Do I feel gross about taking 4 clay over 4 wood? Yeah, I do, but I think purple wants clay to maybe Reno someday. I don't know for sure, but I need this. So boom, it's mine. Now I would like RSF. That would be good. I also wouldn't actually have minded read because it comes with a veggie, but Wysogman takes it. That's fine. Purple could score 63. They could. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. You do have to watch out for anything. I think I mean, purple has a lot of actions left. Like, I'm a little scared. The thing that I'm not as scared about for purple's game is that it seems like they're kind of out of good ways to score points. I mean, they'll grow again, they'll take a cow, they'll breed a few more points, but it just doesn't seem like enough. But I mean, that assumes that I actually hit 50 still, which, like, means I actually need to get at least 1 or 2 plows. I need to actually fence, put a couple animals in those fences. I need to at least get to a clay house. I'd like to get to a stone house. This 3 stone, I guess, looks pretty valuable. Yeah, that 3 stone looks pretty good. But RSF guarantees me Reno joinery this round, it looks like. Yeah, RSF will guarantee me Reno joinery this round, which I think is important. I think the joinery is basically 5 points. Between wood carrier, the wood left on the board, the forest owner, it shouldn't be that hard to get wood for joinery and for fences, I don't think. I should play Confidant and Field Caretaker this round. So my ideal round is probably RSF, play Field Caretaker Confidants, leave the Wood Carrier down for a sec still. Purple's going to take another plow. I was worried about that. That's a little annoying. It kind of makes sense, but I'm worried they're going to take plow so too, but whatever. I'll get 1 more plow. I guess I'm just going to fence big, right? Just go for 1 more plow, fence big. That's got to be correct. Oh, also teal can take my joinery. Teal can take my joinery, which would be a bummer. Yeah, hopefully teal doesn't want the joinery and actually wants more fences, but can't trust anybody. Oh no, they're going to take my action. That's a little annoying, but that's why we have a bookshelf now. Master Builder, that's aspirational. I guess they have an ed bonus and that gets them a field. Yeah, okay. Feels like joinery would be incorrect for teal. I agree, but I don't trust anybody. It's just for a field, surely. Surely that's just for a field. Blank card for a field is okay, exactly. I have to assume that's a blank card for a field, and that seems totally fine. That's, you know, that's what you do. It's okay. I am going to lock up joinery right now. I really want the joinery. As much as I'd like this 3 stone, I'm going to just lock up joinery. Loop, there's a joinery. We're going to have a 9 wood carrier because why not? Oh, I have a merchant. Oh my god. Do I build a chop house? Am I actually building chop house? Turning a wood into a point? No. No, I'm not. No. Yes? No. And a food if I take veg next round? Yeah. But no. But yeah? Also, our food's getting a little sketch. Our food's getting a little sketch if I do this, but... Do I ever get blocked? Possibly. It's definitely conceivable. Could happen. Who knows? Alright, we did it. We played a chop house. Okay. We do get blocked. Okay, well that's a little bit of an issue. Confidant is off the team, I guess. I'm just playing Field Caretaker Wood Carrier. That's less good, but so be it. Yeah, that's less good, but so be it. Potato Digger. Hey, that's a good card. There's a good card. Can I even play Confidant? Makes the merchant feel... the merchant was bad. The merchant was bad, everybody. I'm sorry. It was fun, it was cute, but it was bad. We should not have played merchant. We were definitely supposed to play Confidant, but... Am I even allowed to play Confidant? Like, it says next 2 round spaces, but that doesn't exist. Teal SPs, that's fine. Tasting, okay, that's fine. I am going to take 3 stone here, because 3 stone is why Sogman needs to renovate, and I'm going to renovate to stone at this point, because what else am I doing? I think I can't... I mean, I have to be able to play Confidant as a blank card. I don't know that I can use Confidant. You think I can play it, but I have to burn extra food? Okay. That might be how it works. I mean, I definitely can play it, to be clear. It's just, can I actually use it? Like, it'll let me play it and then do nothing with it. But Maybe it'll let me play it and do something with it. We'll find out. I'm going to take 3 wood, and it comes with 2 food, because there's still a pig. Thanks, Throwing Axe. I can still try to put food on round 16. It just disappears. Okay. That's at least how it should work. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Wysogmen fences out. Makes sense. Wysogmen builds a pretty good farm. Has a lot of actions left. Purple's at 30. We got some issues here, team. I think we're still going to eke it out in the end, but it's a little Sketchville. I get 1 food the first round of my next game. Wow, that's good. You get a fence action at the start of your next game, even. Wow, that's exciting. Plow Cell gets taken. That's pretty expected. I'm gonna slam Plow. I mean, Purple's gonna take Urgent Wish. I'm gonna have to take this Plow because I don't want to risk getting completely Plow blocked. Actually, do I want to risk getting Plow blocked? Do I just go SP Nada for Plow So, given that Confidant isn't working, or maybe Confidant is giving me stuff? Who knows? Let's just Plow. Let's not get fancy. Just Plow. Just Plow. Alright. How am I renovating, by the way? I need the stone. Huh, interesting. I should probably take 3 stone with my next action if I'm gonna renovate. Ideally, I take 3 stone, and then next round I take a reed and a veg. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. 3 stone, next round reed veg, we reno. Might even just reno fence next round? Is anybody contesting reno fence? If I take 3 stone, I don't think so. I guess Teal could take RSF and contest Red Fence, but hey, Purple's SP'd for me. Oh, with Shifting Cultivation. Wow. Okay, well that's a choice. Okay, Shifting Cultivation, mildly intriguing. Does that really change what I'm up to? Huh. I don't think so. I think I'm taking these 3 stone. I think blocking Wysogmen's Reno is correct. I think helping make sure we're renovating is also correct. Purple has Grange? Possibly. Does seem reasonable here. Wysogmen's getting some breeding animals. That's definitely a concern. Grange or Breeding Plan? Breeding Plan's not that scary because... Well, their fields would clear, actually, right? And Breeding Plan is in the draft, huh? Okay, well, Breeding Plan actually is kind of scary. Teal's fencing, we like that. That's good. Go ahead and fence. Get done with fences. I definitely need to fence, by the way. That's a thing. I really need to just play Wood Carrier here. I play Wood Carrier Field Caretaker. Do I even play Confidant? Ugh. Do I play Confidant? Purple's sowing, though, so that doesn't look like Breeding Plan. It looks like Purple's actually kind of hungry, so that's good. They're not that hungry, but they're slightly hungry. Okay, well that's all good. Let's get these ox going. Specifically, am I trying to use Confidant still? I should be trying to use Confidant still. I should be trying to see if this works. Okay, it does let me play. It did let me pay 2. Okay. So I should be playing Field Caretaker, and then possibly I double Ock again in a sec. But now I have a pretty good sow action at the start of next round. I can sow 3 grain. That seems good. Didn't give me an option to pay 3 and 4. It didn't. It did not. Seems broken. Yeah. Red's getting all their animals, which is good. That's good for them. I really want this veg reed action next round, but it looks like nobody's pressuring my Reno fence. Teal could pressure my Reno fence. Am I really opening veg grain? That seems a bit lame. Double Ock is still here. Let's just do that. Small animal breeder does nothing, but besides gives me a food, so you know, whatever. Thanks, bookshelf writing desk, and give me 10 wood. Whee! 10 wood. It's a good card. 10 wood's a good card, everybody. I'm sowing with the Confidant? I think I'm supposed to. Pretty decent wood carrier. Yeah, just a chill 10 wood carrier. Okay. Why Sogman goes rocky terrain there. That still doesn't scare me. Okay. Now what? Why Sogman saying very nice. Yeah, the wood carrier is nice. We're still, have some points issues. Scoring things. Am I ever being offered plow sow next round, actually? Wait a sec. Am I being offered plow sow? Am I being offered plow sow? Because this veggie's actually pretty decent then. You have to assume I'm getting plow sow. I mean, it might be correct for purple to just sow some more crops because they're that hungry. What is purple going to do? They're pretty out of points. Maybe I should just be opening fences, huh? Because then I don't care. Yeah, I think it is fence with confidant. Yeah, I think it is fence with confidant because I don't really care what reno I get. Yeah, and then, reno shifting is also an option that way. Okay, yeah, that all seems right. So, if I'm opening fences... Yeah, this veg still might be right. Oh, and I have Chop House. It does come with an extra food. Look at that. Let's use the dumb Chop House. Beautiful. Fine, sure. And then hopefully we get Plow Sow. If we don't, whatever. I fence 15. Oh, wait, but then I'm not eating a wood here? Is not eating a wood here actually okay? I guess I can afford not eat a wood. I can eat 2 wood and just fence 13. Okay, yeah, you know what? That seems right. Don't we assuredly get plow sow? Not guaranteed. Purple will have open fields. Purple can take it to sow two crops. Does it seem very good for purple to take it to sow 2 crops? No, but also what should purple do? I guess purple should open 6 wood for stables. That's what purple should do. We've offered purple, hey, here's 6 wood, go build stables, give us plow sow, let my joinery be worthless besides food. That's what we've basically done. And I guess I'm willing to make that trade. Is there any way I get reno blocked? Let's also really pay attention to not getting reno blocked, because that would be real bad. Doesn't seem all that strong even if it blocks me. I mean, it might help him win. But he probably is supposed to take the wood and build stables. But he also has mild food issues? I don't know. Whatever. He'll figure it out. I also have some food issues, so, there's that. But blue wants others in stone before renoing. Nobody else is close. Oh, that's true. Teal actually wants me to reno. That's a good point. I'm a little scared that red could somehow get stone, but I guess how could red get stone is a fair question, and the answer is hell if I know, so never mind. I'll stop being silly. I'll just do this. How often does Teal take read? Teal probably doesn't take RSF. I forgot that Teal has the resource recycler down and probably wants to leech off renos. Also, how do I have so much food all of a sudden? Oh, I had so much food at the start of the round. Oh, wow, purple's opening fences? That's a choice. I mean, that's a choice. It's not a good choice, but it's a choice. Not taking 6 wood's kind of crazy for them, but whatever. I slam plow sow because this is incredible. Thank you. Okay, well that's, yeah. Alright. Good news. We'll put the veg down here, the grains up here. Fantastic. Amazing. Incredible. Whew. Okay. That was unexpectedly grand. Red gets a grow, that's okay. If I get 6 wood, that'd be even better. Oh no, my reed veg action! Oh god, okay, well we can get red. I have to take RSF now, because that's my only, I have to take RSF actually, as much as I want the 6 wood. Yeah, I have to take this, because I cannot abide getting reno blocked. And any reed action would block. Yeah, the reed veg action disappearing is shocking. Are they gonna build a clay room? Oh, they are gonna build a clay room, and then they're gonna resource recycler and master build. Oh, okay, okay. Purple with the Genius Read, that's 6 wood. Nah, red will take 6 wood and build stables, right? This game looks like it went super well. Well joinery and played the whole hand. That's true. We have played the whole hand. That part's fun. Oh, wow. Teal's gonna... Oh, yeah, they can't stable. They can't stable because of the room block. Oh, fantastic. Amazing. Duh. Okay. Beautiful. All right. I think that's a win for us then. But yeah, of course they're building the room. That's why they took the read, because they are going to get Master Builder, because I'm going to give them a Resource Recycler. Oh, wait, they didn't take the wood. Wait, they didn't take the wood? Oh, no, wait. They undid? I didn't pay attention. They took... Oh, my God, incredible. I'm clearly winning at Emmericville. I am. I'm also getting 6 wood, because... reasons. I don't know. I'm also going to get to Reno Shifting Cultivation. It's great. Do I have food for all this? I'm going to have to eat a veg. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna get food for taking wood even. This is 6 wood, 2 food. Oh, what an action. What an action. What an endgame. What an endgame break. I mean, besides the whole read veg action that I wanted, but what a game. Still can't be rental blocked. Nope. Okay. Beautiful. Looks like you have to rewatch this. Yeah, this is crazy. The last opponent having to tactically beg too. I did force somebody to... Yeah, that's true. The secret sauce is 2 opponents taking 0 wood, and yeah, I think the first 2 stages, some of our opponents just didn't touch wood piles, and then also, yes, I have a 9th grade. That's good too. It was a game of all time. It was fun because we actually were in one of the rare positions to force somebody to take 2 beggars in the stage 2 harvest. Basically, Red and I were the only 2 players that understood you take wood and build rooms early. And Red decided to get greedy with their food, and I smacked them. Do I mind checking your game after finishing this game? Sure. I played and used a merchant. I did, and it was wrong. To be clear, it was still wrong. I used a merchant, and I shouldn't have. But you had an interesting draft netting you a 6 wood stock protector. Yeah, I'm not a big stock protector fan, but Lumen is. But we can peek at it. Teal's getting their sow action off major minor rather than growing. That feels kind of wrong, but I guess they need a ton of food to run this endgame, so... Speaking of a ton of food, what's my best action left? Take a sheep for 2 points? Yeah, take a sheep for 2 points. Reno second joinery here? That would be good. I like that plan, Dr. Bois. It's a good plan. No, all the majors are gone. It's sad. But we have a well and a joinery, so surely we're winning. I mean, this is probably the most cards I've played in a long time. We have almost 18 cards in front of us. Sadly, we're missing one, but... Large joinery when Uwe. Empty hand game. Yes, empty hand game's always fun. It is always fun when you actually play everything. I still don't... I mean, it's still shocking that we got Writing Desk back, right? Like, I have no idea why we got Writing Desk back. But... Too bad shifting is passing. Yeah, I agree. If shifting could just sit in front of us, oh, it'd be beautiful. But it doesn't, so whatever. Does purple even have 1 point actions? Probably not. Purple's really out of points, which is good news for us. Hey, we get a sheep. Okay, and then I still get Reno. Yeah, still get Reno. Sheep's got to be the best thing here. I can feed by just eating a veg. Well, I could eat a grain and a wood otherwise, but that's equivalent to eating a veg. Yeah, whatever. It's all about the same. Yeah. You nailed it when you said Red would finish distant second even after he took the 2 beggars. Distant seems a bit of a stretch, Gonzo, but you did nail it that he's going to finish second anyhow. But he's eating a... Well, okay, he's eating a reed and clay, so he's not eating any points, and he's breeding 2, so he's ending at 42. Purple is going to breed 2 points and end at 41? Oh, you mean he was going to be in a distant second to me? I see what you're saying. Sorry. Then yes, it appears you're correct. Teal's gonna get a pretty sweet resource recycler master builder happening here. Not that it's actually gonna save them, but it's cute. Somebody built more rooms than us. Look at that. Why no shifting? Because of timing. We're playing the shifting cultivation now. It's happening. It's just we renovated. Resource recycler interjects. Then you play shifting cultivation. Patience. Yes, patience. That's really the answer. But all right, so we get a 50. Passive turn, you get it? Yeah, we got a 50. All right. Anyhow, 10 wood carrier, pretty sweet time. This is why you don't pass wood carrier usually. Wood carrier is really good, everybody. We had a fun stuff. We really did, and I really messed up this game though. Like, how much better is our game if I just play Confidant when I'm supposed to? I'm really curious, but whatever. I have to eat a point, right? Yeah, I have to eat a point. I'm just gonna eat a point of veg. Make it easy. I could eat the wood. I guess eating the wood and the grain is more correct. Whatever, I already clicked the thing. But eating the wood and the grain is more correct because then I have more tiebreaker. But tiebreaker clearly not coming into effect here. Slightly inefficient eating. Gasp! Yes, indeed. Here's a game you want me to look at? Okay. Choosing clicking efficiency over true efficiency. Oh no! I can't believe it, Lumen. What did I do? Yeah, it's fine. All right, well, I'm glad we got the win here. I mean, we were probably getting the win most of the time at this table, just based on the skill level. And that's kind of what happened. Both teal and purple just didn't really play strong enough games at all, largely because they ignored it. It's rare that I'm in a game where people ignore building rooms and growing so much early. And it's rare that I'm in a game where the weak players both decide to 3-room. But hey, thanks for both of them 3-rooming right until the end. And yeah, our triple builds, we just slid into the growth queue when we could. I grew 6, 9, and 11. But I never started to grow, right? Yeah, I never had to start to grow. I just took my grow actions when they came because nobody else could build rooms fast enough. And built a bunch of points off board and built a good enough farm. It's an ugly farm, I'm not going to lie. It's a really ugly farm. It should have been better. If I just played Confidant when I'm supposed to instead of playing Merchant, I'm probably slightly behind on playing some of these dumb cards, so the wood carrier is not as good. But the upshot is if I just play Confidant when I'm supposed to, I have fences and I get to SP into breeding cows and maybe even have breeding sheep. And then I have feeding efficiency because I have breeding animals going. And then, oh, yeah, that would have been nice. But, oh well. Those building resources truly just fell in my lap. It does turn out that this is one of the rare games that I truly just fell into room parts early for building rooms. Because, yeah, my opponents were playing dumb ox and leaving giant piles of stuff. But it turns out Agricola is easy, just acquire 47 wood, and we still wanted more. Yeah, we didn't even build stables. But Confidant is like 6 to 8. Oh, no way. It's not that much better. There's no way that it's 6 to 8 VP better. I agree with Gonzo. Yeah, the Merchant still did things. Calling Cultivator a dumb-ock. Okay, I'm sorry. The Cultivator was worth playing early. Honestly, Patron and Young Farmer are worth playing. Like, whatever, actually. The problem with Teal is that they just ignored room parts. They set up way too many cards and put room parts off way too long. And that's most of Purple's problem, too, is they just ignored room parts for too long. They forced themselves to plant crops in stage 1, which, like, definitely is nice for their food, but they should have just taken room parts and, like, got crops sown in stage 2, and it goes a lot better, but whatever. If we played it instead of Merchant as +3 actions. Calling it +3 actions is also largely a lie, Dr. Bois. Because, like, while I get a fence action and I get a sow action, I got a fence and sow action anyhow. And do I need multiple sow actions? Like, the extra sows become pretty dubious. You're thinking 3 to 4 points. I think, I suspect if we play Confidant, we get about 3 more points, just because we're breeding cows, and the efficiency of breeding cows is very good. But I don't actually know that it does a lot more than that. Like, we look at my endgame farm, and it's like, how different does my endgame farm look if I play Confidant? And I think the answer is not a hell of a lot. Like, I'd have cows, and maybe I have one extra action to, like, take a pig. But it's very unclear to me that I actually have much beyond this. But I'm also not fencing 15 when I play Confidant, so it is an extra action. That's true. I have to fence multiple times when I play Confidant, but I only fenced once this game when I fully fenced. So, like, I guess my point is, like, sure, Confidant is 2 actions, but, like, compared to what I did, is it? It's not. I'm not actually picking up 3 free actions by playing Confidant compared to what I did. That's not how it works. Oh, you're agreeing with me. Yeah, exactly. So, anyhow, you don't think it's any? I think the secret is Confidant picks me up efficiency via breeding. I think breeding cows and giving me extra food does free me up slightly. But yeah, realistically, I think Confidant versus Merchant turns out to actually not be quite as impactful as it felt. But I definitely should have Confidanted because SP'd into 2 cows round 11 is very good, and I shouldn't have missed it. But anyhow. That's a lot of blabbing. Somebody wanted me to look at a game. I clicked it. One. All right, here we go. All right, we're looking at this game. Got a 47. All right. I don't know if you want me... I don't usually look at full games because they take too long, but we'll at least look at the draft. We'll see what we think of the draft. All right, this is already a pretty tricky opening pack, isn't it? We have Rammed Clay, we have Harvest House, we have a Plowmaker Greeting Plan, we have a Private Teacher, we have a Furniture Maker, we have Private Teacher Swagman, which I'm not really into, but that's a thing. Furniture Maker is a little less exciting with Rammed Clay. Yeah, what a mess. What a mess. This one's tough. Not necessarily because you have anything that powerful here, to be honest. Like, you have quite a few, like, pretty strong cards. But, yeah, what's the right pick? I don't know. I would probably just take Rammed Clay, because Rammed Clay can be very good. But it's unclear Rammed Clay is going to be very good. And then I guess you take the Private Teacher. I'm just not that big of a Private Teacher fan. I might just first pick the Plowmaker with Rammed Clay and just say, hey, I'm going to have really good farming, and I might get Greeting Plan back. You see a butter churn taking a butter churn? I don't think so. There's a lot of decently good things here. Exactly. I completely agree. This one's very hard to pick from. I think I would take Plowmaker Rammed Clay and just have cards that make farming really easy, and we see what we get back. But I don't think it's wrong to take Furniture Maker. I don't think it's wrong to take Private Teacher. I don't think it's wrong to take Harvest House. But butter churn's like the 4th pick here. I agree, Butter Churn might be my 3rd pick here, but you'd say more than decent, but nothing stands out. I agree. You think Private Teacher is very clearly correct from seat 1. I'm just so low on Private Teacher. But a lot of the rest of you like playing early Ox more than I do, so... I guess you do still have Swagman. Private Teacher Swagman is something, and you should get Swagman back, but you're a Greeting Plan optimist. I think I'm partly taking Plowmaker here also because I think Greeting Plan's coming back. But I don't know. I like Plowmaker Rammed Clay, but really, as long as you take some of the key stuff, you're just going to go Private Teacher Rammed Clay. See, this is not wrong. This is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with doing this, so whatever. It was tricky? Yeah, I agree. This was fine. You'd never take Greeting Plan? I wouldn't take Greeting Plan with my third pack either. You do think you'd go Rammed Clay Private as you'll get a decent wheel? Yep, again, it's totally fine to do that. And we get rewarded now with 2nd pick Fodder Chamber. Sure. Fodder Chamber this early. I mean, you have a better chance to plant crops, I suppose. Fodder Chamber's just a very expensive card if we can't get the grain in the ground. And I feel like we often are eating the grain, but I guess what other miner are we taking here? Yeah, no, Fodder Chamber's fine. And then, yeah, I think it's a pretty easy patron, right? I mean, Chimney Sweep's very powerful, but patron private teacher is very, very nice, very rewarded. So, greeting plan was your third choice. That's fair. That makes sense. All right. This looks all good. This looks reasonable. What do we get now? We get small trader. I'm not very into small trader. Um, although none of these are filling me with great confidence. Like, yeah, okay, this is pretty garbage. See, this is part of why I don't like private teacher. I guess I take stock protector, but I don't really like stock protector that much. But it's probably the pick. And then miner wise, ugh, I don't really like any of these miners either. I guess I don't mind Hutch, but we've not seen a ton of reed injection. Hutch probably, yeah, I agree. You take stock protector, maybe a little lower because of rammed clay. Yeah, that's kind of my issue. Like with rammed clay, I'm not that into stock protector, but I guess it's okay. But like none of these other ox are that exciting. I really don't like small trader very much, although I slightly do. Small trader private teacher is kind of nice because you don't want to start with private teacher because then you can't private teach as easily. But like also, I don't really want to be taking major minor actions to play my minors all that much. But you got a 5 bonus point fodder. Yeah, that's very nice. I agree that this hand currently really just wants to lean into rammed clay fodder chamber. You really just want to get a bunch of crops, get them in the ground, get a bunch of fences, get a bunch of animals, do good farming things. That's all this hand is telling me to do thus far. Yeah, you have no idea what to pick here, and you do go for stock protector. I think that's fine. I think that's probably the right pick. Seasonal worker feels wrong. Seasonal worker feels very wrong. I would not take seasonal worker here. I think lumberjack actually is very reasonable here. I like lumberjack and just fence early. That's like you fence and then you actually lumberjack. I don't. I hate seasonal worker here. You don't want to be day laboring. You already have veg or grain. I guess seasonal gets you veggies, but also I don't really like threshing board because you're not plowing. But the rest of these miners are kind of underwhelming, so wood to a point is fine. But you took seasonal because you passed junior artist and cottager. That's true. Okay, dedrafting is fine. You're pretty high on stock protector. The extra action is valuable. You had a monster stock protector wood barter game where you got tons of bonus wood. I mean, that sounds more like wood barter enabled stock protector. I think stock protector on its own is dubious. You're spending an action to get 2 wood and then immediately throwing another person out, which like sometimes has utility, but it really depends on the game texture. But I will say we have a private teacher, and I forget that private teacher patron makes everything more playable, though. So stock protector probably is worth playing off of those cards. I just generally don't like playing stock protector on its own in a normal game, but here it's probably be fine. Taking seasonal was a D draft. Okay. Dedrafting seasonal makes enough sense, but gosh, I think lumberjack could be pretty strong for our game, even if it's just giving us stables late. It's hard for me to want to de-draft seasonal, but I get why you're concerned. But God, junior artist cottager seasonal doesn't scare me, and maybe it scares me enough. Whatever. Oh, and you get the junior artist back. Well, yeah, I guess you're taking the junior artist now, and I guess you might play them and use them. You got greeting plan back. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and you got harvest house back. You got both of the good cards back. Wild. I'm not sure I'd take greeting plan, especially with fodder chamber. How are you ever gonna like plant enough crops, use this, and then have enough open fields? I don't. I think I'd just take harvest house for even more crop help and 2 points. But I guess it's gonna be hard to hit harvest house with private teacher. Yeah. Okay. This is probably fine, but weird. Junior artist is a bad conjure here, right? Yeah, exactly. It's not very good. Yes, thanks, Dr. Bob. No, yeah, okay. And you actually do decide to leave Junior Artist down. Okay, I think leaving Junior Artist down is correct. And then actually Clay Warden does seem useful here. Getting extra clay is really good with rammed clay. Yeah. I like clay. I like Clay Warden pick. You don't need the Junior Artist. Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. And then merchants and cattle farm. Sure. I mean, yeah, these cards don't matter. Okay. Yep. Yep. And then I think the game plan's right. I mean, it sounds like. Oh, you got small trader back anyhow. Okay. Small trader feed yard. Feed yard's kind of cute here too. Feed yard could be meaningful food for you. But yeah, I think the game plan has to be just play a couple ox, try to plow early probably. This is the other tough part with private teacher. You want to be ocking second action, but you also really don't have time. You really want to just be plowing early too, but you can't do all of it. Meh, this is more my problem with private teacher. I don't really know how to play private teacher hands. I don't like them, but Clay Warden is the weirdest anti-synergy with Ram Clay the time you tried it. Yeah, actually, now that you say that, that also makes sense. Though you're right, because you kind of don't want to take 4 clay anymore because you want your opponents to take 4 clay. But if they don't take it, then you want to take 6 clay. But then if they take 6 clay, you're sad. Yeah, that is actually messy, isn't it? Eh, I don't know. It's hurting my brain to think about too much, but yeah, you wind up with a decent number of fields, got some crops planted, have okay crops. We played Private Teacher Patron, we played the Clay Warden, we played the Small Trader, we played some Miners, we played the Stock Protector. And we eventually got the Fodder Chamber out and a Stone Oven. Yeah, looks good. Looks like a solid game. Looks fun. You want to be the person taking Hollow with Ram Clay? Yeah, the pack didn't have anything better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it seems like you played. It seems like you played this roughly how I would have tried to, and somebody else just beat you, which happens. Oof, a harpooner beat you though. That's always. Oh, except it's actually a harpooner that had combos. They had a 10-point beer table. So yeah, never mind. That's like and a skillful. Yeah, this is actually an okay harpooner hand. Although they did get the BMW too. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. The beer table screwed you. Yeah, I mean, you unfortunately like have a fine hand, but you really didn't fall into anything like super powerful. Not that they're running anything super powerful either, but like, oh, also the Swagman didn't come back. Hilarious. That's tough. Oh, you passed a scholar to a plow driver, and they didn't even lean into it. Ugh, sad. I can't watch any more of this. I have to close out of it. It has to disappear. That's a lot of fishing combo payoff. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. If you get some parts, Harpooner comes much more reasonable when you get some combo pieces for it. So, I missed my Sagaman in our game. My Sagaman at the end of our game said +5 Elo with 2 beggars. He's okay with that, and yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we forced some beggars on him, but still got Elo. That's nice. That's fun. Okay. I'm gonna peek at our actual draft real quick. I'm just curious what other people picked first, and then I'm gonna head off. But it's been a fun day. Glad to get a fast game. Our opponents played very quick. I didn't even pay attention to the stats. Oh, they didn't play that fast, I guess. But it was a pretty quick game. How much wood did I take? I took 34 wood from the board. Yeah, see, this is again a good sign that you're winning the game. Your opponents take 17. I literally doubled the next best player at taking wood off the board. This is how you wind up building 5 wood. Like you wind up building wood rooms without any wood discount, and still fence, and build a joinery, and build wood costing things. I mean, again, I also had 10 wood from cards, but yeah, 44 wood is good. It's good. Also 12 stone. I mean, I got the well, I got the joinery, I got to renovate to stone. All of that's pretty nice too. But yeah. All right. Well, Sogman first picked a tiller, so we kind of know about that. But let's look at what our other people were first picking quick. What? What? What happened? Wait a sec. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? We get an early growth game. I guess the player in front of us wound up doing a lot of the clay stuff, but how did we not play stable planner? How did we not clay supports? What happened? Also outskirts director? I'm not sure I would take outskirts director, but sure. We get a third pick cultivator. Wow, that's something. Although we also have rustic clay supports. I mean, I probably am also taking the cultivator though. But okay, and so yeah, red. So on it or not red, but teal accidentally dedrafted all the clay injection from the clay supports player. Yeah, these two were playing Clay House Chicken. That's why they both didn't. This guy wasn't building wood rooms because he had clay supports, and he took the Collier though and didn't play it. Wait a sec, he had Collier clay supports. I thought for sure the Collier got blocked. He has Collier clay deposit. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we picking freaking oven site? There's writing desk. There's clay deposit. Why are we picking oven site with this hand? Oh my, what are we doing? Oh, this is crazy, but yeah, okay, no wonder what happened this game. We had two players that both wanted to build clay rooms for some reason. But I don't understand how Stable Planner got left on the floor. I don't understand how Collier clay supports got left on the floor. How do we not take fire protection pod with this hand also? We planned to reno early. What, like... Why are we taking Beer Tap? We have no grain. Beer Tap does nothing. Okay, well, that was something. Whoops, I was supposed to go back. I did want to peek at Teal's point of view. Wow, what a yeah. Beer Tap does the same thing with or without grain. Fair enough. All right. We first picked Clay Deliveryman, which normally I would yell at you for first picking Clay Deliveryman, and I still would kind of yell at you, but this pack is underwhelming. I mean, I would first pick Confidant and hope for combos, but I guess if you want to first pick Clay Deliveryman, so be it. But wow, poor Clay supports getting wrecked without knowing it. We also first pick Lasso? We do not first pick Lasso. Oh god, we do. Okay, well, we need to learn how to draft. Also, why are we not taking... We take Young Farmer instead of Cultivator? Okay, I guess. So, also, it turns out I actually was kind of at the worst spot of this draft, because that means that Red opened Assistant Tiller, Young Farmer, Cultivator, which is pretty crazy. Like... That's a pretty dang good starting position to be in. Also, God, this baseboard's never got used in our game, right? This baseboard just flew around, even I ignored it. What nonsense. This Clay Hut Builder pick is kind of crazy. Like, why are we... Well, like, if you take a Clay Deliveryman, why are you taking a Clay Hut Builder? This is overkill. Like, you don't need... Like, what are you doing with all this clay? I mean, it turns out building a clay room and a pottery is the answer, but you see how that doesn't actually win, which is precisely what happened here. It led nowhere close to win. Tasting is nice here. The patron, the tasting, the end bonus with Young Farmer Grain, that's all cute. But also Small Trader Young Farmer though, oof. Small Trader Young Farmer is pretty fun, but patron's solid, so whatever. I can't yell too much, but Turnip Farmer's not very good. I would probably take Patch Caretaker, but whatever. Okay, anyhow, yeah, so we were just at the right table, but whatever. You like that this player went hard on clay rooms with literally zero indication? Yeah, I saw it. The only thing I saw in the draft was the Clay Hut Builder. And I was just like, why, like, why are we so dead set on clay rooms? There was a rustic too, I guess. But yeah, like, oh, it was weird. But they chose not to take wood, and I got to take tons of wood. So that's a good way to win. But uh, anyhow, I think means I'm basically done. Lumen's not streaming today, obviously, so don't think I have anything else really for today. I'll probably try to stream a little more this week, but then I'm gonna finally have to actually not be streaming quite as much because work's gonna pick up a little after being super chill for a while. But it's been fun going on some Agricola binge here. I've actually played enough Agricola games to like get reasonably rated in Arena. Plus, I've had a pretty lucky run lately, though. Admittedly, I mean I'm up to 15th, but like not that I've played that many games, but it's definitely gone well lately. I don't even know what we're. I'm presumably on some sort of a winning streak again. I don't know how many, but yeah, it's been pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, one leave in between. Oh, and another leave actually. Not a fourth place though. There was that fourth place. But yeah, it's been a good run. Got some good wins in. Okay. Um Otherwise, yeah, the only other thing is some of us knew I was talking yesterday, but I'm planning to write up a bit of a strategy article for Board Game Geek about kind of everything is what it's morphing into. Loosely, it's based around the idea of talking about the 20 strongest occupations in the current set, but it's morphing a little bit into general strategy talk also. But it should be fun. It should be good. Um, yeah. Um, what else do I know? Yeah, at one point I was trying to get a little bit of a live play tournament happening, but I don't know when that'll work. You realize Plowmaker's not on the list? I don't think Plowmaker belongs on the list. I mean, I guess you could argue Plowmaker belongs on this secondary list, but like, does it? Again, at a certain point, we're just extending tier 2 list way too much. Yeah, it's tier 2 if it gets on the list, exactly. It's like, again, big do we build tier 2 before we throw it straight into tier 3? I don't know. It's all quibbling, but I'm pretty happy with the 20 cards I'm talking about for what I'm writing up here. This is very convenient list of 20, and it enables me to touch on a lot of different things that I want to touch on overall. So I'm pretty happy with this. Um, yeah, this will be fun. Although I just noticed Forest Reviewer made the top 20, which I don't know if I feel super great about, but I need 20 cards to talk about, so whatever. My opinions change slightly day to day, so whatever. Um, but yeah, it's probably going to take me a while to write this article out because I tried to go write the well, more than tried. I wrote the intro part today, but the intro has already taken up 3 pages and is what, probably 1,500 words. I haven't even talked about a single card yet, so you know, yeah, just a mere like loosely 15 to 1,600 words. So it'll take a little while, but we'll get there. It is classic. I mean, why, why would it be short? Why would it? Why? I don't understand brevity. That's not my gift. It's gonna be long. It's not gonna be short, but I wrote the intro, 3 pages single spaced. Yeah, yeah, it's the intro. There was a lot to write. We had to set everything up. Classic game fast ASCII. Yeah, that's basically what this is. That's what this is morphing into. I plan to write a lot of different concepts into this. But yeah, that it's I don't know. I'm looking. It's fun. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. I've wanted to like write a more general strategy guide for Agricola, but I always shied away from doing it because it seemed like a little bit too much work, and I never felt comfortable about like how to frame it and how to like dive into the discussion. And somehow this is finally doing it for me. This combination of like thinking about focusing on the best cards, continued like learning things through streaming a bunch and talking through things. I don't know. It's just it's finally hit me, but we'll see. If there was a top 20 ox and miners, how many ox and how many miners? So if we were just talking about the top 20 cards in the game, how many of them would be ox and how many would be miners? Is that what you're trying to ask? I will admit picking only ox feels a little weird because yeah, like I'm not really talking about many miners, but inevitably some discussion of miners is going to wind up intersecting a lot of my conversations with some of the ox. But you think the very strongest cards are ox, but there are more strong miners. Yeah, yeah. So anyhow, if we were to truly pick the top 20 cards that like have the biggest impact, I still think most of them are ox. I agree, but how many miners would show up? Probably clay supports. Swing plow. Uh, I'm trying to think about cards that like I actually build my game around the way I build my game around certain ox. Like what do I see in a draft that causes me to really like be like, ooh, I should build my game around this mine? I mean, Big Country, but it's banned. You think about 13 to 16 ox? Yeah. I know some people would say hardware store, but I'm not even sure hardware store would hit my top 20, to be honest. But I'm a little lower on hardware store than others, so there is that. But wood slide? Wood slide maybe. Beer table maybe. Swing plow, clay supports, parlor, carpenter's parlor, duh. Carpenter's parlor. Carpenter's parlor obviously hits the list. That definitely changes how you play the game and draft. Okay, yeah, you might actually wind up with about 6-ish miners that would break the top 20. I mean, I'd very easily. I would very easily, yeah, drop Forest Reviewer from this list. I could drop Haydryer, Animal Reeve, Task Artisan. There's several that could get dropped for sure for some key miners. Things like Carpenter's Parlor clearly would pop all of those off. Your table keg if you see Graham support, we're already getting combos. Yeah, the best part of hardware store is when you also get a grade with it because of some awful awk. Well, yeah, I mean, to be clear, I agree. The only reason that hardware... I guess that's what I'm getting at. I'm less high on hardware store than others because some people claim to me that hardware store is playable on its own, like truly if you have no support, and I'm very dubious of that claim. I think it's... I guess technically it's still fine. I've seen it happen, but I just don't think it's very good. I think it's, like, incredibly mediocre at that point. And so if you're drafting it, I think you're basically drafting it claiming you're going to hit a combo piece. And if you don't, I think you're kind of sad a lot of the time. So, like, to me, it's not actually that high top tier of a miner, but I'm sure I've just not quite seen it shine also, so whatever. Rammed Clay makes the list for miners? I don't think so. It's an RSF action. I mean, it is an RS. It is a Reedstone Wood Clay action, but it's a Reedstone Wood Clay action that cost you a wood and a clay and a miner action to get played, and then you're taking a space that nobody else wants and adding resources to the game, which again maybe benefits you. Maybe all of that's worth it. Maybe you have a random clay and it all works out. But most of the time, I think hardware store on its own is bleh, very bleh. But whatever. Not every game plan needs lots. That's also the difficulty, exactly. The game plan needs a use for all the reed and stone, which who knows. So, anyhow, I don't think I would actually put Ram Clay on the top 20, but who knows? Again, we're in the weeds, so whatever. Um, hardware store, build guilds, lose game, easy. Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, where's Gordon when you need him? But um, anyhow, yeah, I think trying to talk about miners isn't really. Oh, Cesspit is a top 20 miner. Yeah, actually, I forgot Cesspit in our discussion just now, but Cesspit also would hit the list, right? Cesspit would almost certainly kick some of the Ox off this list. Building around Cesspit definitely makes sense. Family friendly brewing pond. Yeah, family friendly brewing pond might not quite hit my personal list, but you're right, they're very close. Honorable mention for Toad is most likely to get you started on. Yeah. Um, but anyhow, yeah, I'm not going to try to list a bunch of miners in this article instantly because it's just going to get distracting. But um, I feel good about what I'm at and what I'm writing. It's just going to take me a while, but it'll be fun. Um, I might also start trying to stream a handful of other games. My WBC schedule is meh. It's mostly figured out what I'm actually like gonna play, so I might try to get a couple of games played, although realistically a lot of the games I want to play are not on BGA, which is kind of annoying. Terra Mystica and Agricola obviously are, and St. Petersburg, but then Five Tribes and Amon-Ra and Navigador and Egizia and Orleans are not. So good bit of stuff and acquire, like a good bit of stuff I wish I could play to practice. I can't, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'm enjoying the Agricola kick, so whatever. Lantern scales aren't necessarily super strong, but they can affect. Yeah, it's tough to separate. This is great from this changes the whole game plan of miners. Yeah, you think 4 of your 5 styles are covered in your 20 ox? What are your 5 styles? That's fascinating. See, what's interesting to me is like as I go through these ox, as I go through the ox, I really like this framing device of talking to the game through these ox because it really enables me to talk about a lot of what I want to be able to talk about uh, via all these different effects. I think they encompass a very good breadth of what high level Agricola and what's important in Agricola, but Civier Wave 5 styles. Yeah, I'm just genuinely curious now. I was about to head off, but now Civ has made this. I can't head off. Now I'm like, ooh, what are the 5 styles? What am I missing is the even bigger question. What style are we missing? The styles are about the mid game focus. Yep, that's fair. Look, I think the mid game focus is a key part of Agricola, I think, right? Like one of the biggest questions I think a lot of people have on forums is, or as they start getting better, is like when to build a 4th room and when not to. And like I think that's one of the big decision points in the mid game. The 5th style is just doing card food stuff. Gotcha. Okay. The small house representation of those ox for the win. Yeah, I mean, look, my personal list is definitely going to lean towards small house a little bit, so that's a little unfortunate because I tend to want to play 3. I tend to want to play 3 room games. With that said, I argue that the current set has a decent number of reasons to go 3 rooms. A decent number of cards push you to build more rooms, but I don't know. I think a lot of the strongest cards do mostly push you towards doing a 3 room. Although there's a decent number that say go for more. There's a good enough balance, but honestly, this list doesn't even lead that. This list does not lead that 3 roomy though, right? Collector can be anything. Childless is usually 3 rooms. Field Watchman really is dependent. Tiller prefers bigger house. Mason clearly big house. Cowprince probably 3 rooms. Lord of the Manor generally 3 rooms. Barterer generally more rooms. Grocer can be anything. Lover definitely is small house. Furnisher generally big house. Basket carrier often big house due to extra read. Informant definitely big house. Cultivator anything. Plow driver small house. Task artisan generally small house because if you're getting a bunch of minor actions, you don't want to be starting and fighting for growth. Forest Reviewer, generally bigger house. Wood Carrier, also generally bigger house, because you want to have a good reason to be playing a bunch of miners, which the best reason is fighting for growth. Hay Dryer, generally small house. Animal Re, small house. Lead slightly small house, but... Your general decision points seem to be amount of rooms and growth and when you're doing it. Yep, those very key. I agree. All those concepts I definitely want to talk about. Timing of farming, fence or plow first, before or after grows. Yep, I agree. A key thing I want to talk about is, yeah, but I agree. You really want to think about what your plows and crops look like and when that's happening, and what your fences and animals look like and when that's happening. I think those are some really key things to the game. And your feeding plan, I agree, a very key part of the game. It often ties into your farming plan. You really, a lot of times, want them to be combined, but can they be? And your off-board, like, yeah, what are you focusing on card-wise? Points, ceiling. Are you focused on renos is another kind of one that ties into the off-board and your improvements, but yeah. Collector being viable anywhere is great. Yeah, collector, a decent number of these cards are very flexible. Like, cultivator can be also like pretty much anywhere from 2 to 5 rooms. Like, it goes with a lot of stuff. Like, informant can also truly, I mean, you generally prefer more rooms because you're getting so much wood injection, but also, like, if your informant is purely just giving you wood for stables and joinery, so be it. But 6-room collector in shambles. I mean, that is an option too. 6-room collector, yeah. It's look, collector just good. Collector dumb good. I still am gonna argue collector is the best dock in the set, so, but that's not really a key part of what I'm writing. I mean, I'm really just writing about the strongest cards. I don't really care about the exact ranking, but your position is that you need either good food or a lot of actions and okay food to win. So the styles are the various ways to get food in the mid game. Fence and animals, plow and fields, major spam, card combo, or the just build rooms and hope it works. Yeah. Okay, those are your 5 styles. That makes sense. Thanks for sharing that. That's an interesting way to frame the game, but that's actually kind of that's a potentially useful way to frame the game to some people too. I agree. And I do think you're right that it is useful to stress that you can win the game with great food, but yeah, if you're doing a 3-room family, you often need very efficient food, and you actually, paradoxically, can get away with weaker food on a bigger family because it's more okay to take more dubious actions because you have so many actions. But it really depends on how easy it is to get those growths also. So anyhow, this has all been good. This has all been fun. I'd love to talk. I enjoy talking to Agricola. I'm sure we'll talk more. I'm sure I'll eventually write that article and we can talk about it too. But for now, I'm going to head off today. I'm going to go do some other stuff. But it's been great. Definitely been enjoyable. Thanks everybody for hanging out, chatting over the last couple of weeks when I've been streaming a bunch. It's been good fun. And yeah, I'll see people around. Later, everybody. Bye.